Well, we're out here at the stables. Is this Jason or is this? Oh, this is Jason. How you doing, buddy?
Good seeing you, Court.
Yeah, likewise. Thanks for bringing us out and showing us this beautiful horse property. Why don't you tell us where we're at?
All right, so we are out here in North Scottsdale, one of the last 5-acre parcels right here at Pinnacle Peak in Pima, right off of a street called Mariposa Grande. So we're just a little bit to the east of Pima.
And tell us about this property we're at here. I know they've got a lot of things going on.
So this is a pretty unique property, and it's going to require somebody, if you're looking for a horse property, it's set up ready to go. It's a great income property. You have an 8-stall incredible barn inside here, which is probably one of the finest ones. And then you've got this shed row barn out here. You've got turnouts. You've got plenty of room to add different arenas and everything. Plus, unlike any other house, the house is split into two.
So right now it's split into 2 units and they're deriving income off of it.
Correct. So you have an upstairs house and a bottom house, which can easily be transformed back to one. And they both have their own kitchens, couple baths, couple bedrooms.
Very
nice.
Cool. Very cool.
But one thing that we love about this house is there's a balcony from the kitchen that overlooks the barn, which is actually inside the barn, and you can sit outside, have your coffee, look at the horses.
And enjoy it. So this is a real income producing property as it sits right now.
As it sits right now, it's a great income producing property.
Okay, and how many horses could you have up here?
Well, it's 5 acres, so you can have as many as you can fit in there.
A lot. And
then keep in mind too, Court, I mean, right 100 yards away, we have $8 million homes.
Sure.
So this is prime real estate.
Oh, sure.
In Scottsdale.
We're just sitting underneath Pinnacle Peak, literally.
Correct.
Yeah.
We are on Pinnacle Peak. Exactly.
On the road. Now, with the 5 acres and this being a horse property, could this be subdivided and developed?
So this particular piece cannot be subdivided.
I like to hear that.
So the where it sits in the community, they're all 5-acre parcels.
Okay.
So the way it sits now, you can buy them as 5 acres and they stay as 5 acres. With that said, build a house. Over to the south of this property, there's a prime spot on this property where you could build an 8,000-9,000 square foot home and have incredible city views.
Now, Jason, you've been on several times. I want to take a minute. You got a lot of heritage here in the valley with your family and a lot of history in the horse business. Why don't you share a little bit about your background?
Well, so fortunately, we grew up on a horse ranch, a big Arabian horse farm in Scottsdale. And I was fortunate enough, my dad was president of the Arabian Horse Association, so we got to produce the Arabian show.
Sure, over at Westworld.
Over at Westworld. But now, with that said, Stacy, my sister, and I have grown up on a ranch, and I mean, there's, people would love to have the lifestyle we had. And we're not talking a one-horse ranch. We've had as many as maybe 350 horses on the property at one time.
At one time.
At one time.
Yeah.
So as we get into real estate, it's important for people to know that it's important that you understand equine if you're going to sell equine properties.
Sure.
And so, obviously, given the knowledge that we have, this is a ideal setting for us to list and sell some of the fine equine properties that are out here in Arizona.
Yeah, and some of the folks that are watching may not even realize, the history of Scottsdale goes back. We were a cow town back in the day. With the last cattle drive that came off of DC Ranch, I think was '87. That took the cattle down to the stockyards there, and so it's not that I'm making a friend here. Not that long ago that this was still kind of the Wild West.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And your family's been out here doing this for a long time. It still draws some of the biggest equine people in the world to this area.
Correct. Arizona at one point was the Arabian horse capital of the world. And we still have a ton of horse properties out here.
Sure.
We're starting to see, in the heyday you had a lot of the Arabians, but hey, we still host the world's largest Arabian horse show. We still have one of the largest quarter horse shows here.
Sun Circuit.
One of the biggest reining horse shows in the world.
Sure.
And you're starting to see a lot of the people bring their horses back here. We're one of the last spots where you can live in town, get the Scottsdale lifestyle, and have a horse ranch. Now let's talk a little bit about your business. You and your father and your sister, you guys have Arizona Real Estate Connections. Tell us about what all you do. So Arizona Real Estate Connection was something we started several years ago, and recently we just teamed up with Remax Platinum Living here in Scottsdale, Arizona.
Jay Macklin's group.
Jay Macklin's group.
Great man.
So with Instant Renters, which is our rental portion of the company in Arizona Real Estate Connection, and teaming up with Remax, we really want to make a footprint in the community where, full-time agents, full-time life.
Yeah. Talk about that a little bit. That's one of your taglines.
Our tagline is full-time agent for your full-time life. And my attitude is that we are dealing with people that are making one of life's biggest decisions.
Yep.
If you were going to invest $1 million, you wouldn't go invest it with your sister's brother's friend who's a stockbroker who works part-time at McDonald's. You would go with a regular
professional.
stockbroker. Correct. And so why isn't real estate the same? We've gotten too off track of people being, oh, my friend is a real estate agent, I can do this. That's not the case. This is a hard business.
It is.
And you need people that know what they're doing, and you have to be on top of stuff. Zoning changes constantly.
Sure.
HOA rules. Real estate rules, it's a nonstop job.
The fact that you knew without hesitation that this could not be subdivided, I mean, it's a testament to your professionalism. With what, 40, 50 years combined experience between you all, you've seen a lot.
Combined. I am not 50 years old.
Yet.
Yeah. So actually, and it'd be longer than that. So it's probably closer to 65 years maybe, combined experience with my dad and my sister.
Sure.
So yeah, we've seen a lot, and we've seen a lot of changes. We've seen where Westworld was built. We've seen it go bankrupt and come back. So we've been here for a while.
You've been here a while, and that has a lot of importance. Real estate is a local thing.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's you know, you get to know the community, you know the players in it, you know the people in our municipality. All of that goes into the real estate decision. What happens, what gets developed, what doesn't get developed, and you know, we've known each other now almost 15 years. We've had a lot of fun on that. Actually, you know, I'll tell you, you were the very first agent that gave me a shot ever in my career.
Was that the time you passed out and got drunk?
I was going to say, you still regretting that?
I still regret it. No,
well, we've had a lot of fun.
We've had a good time and stuff. And the one thing that is important for, I don't want to go on a soapbox here, but it's important that agents know what's going on here.
Sure.
So equine properties, this setup right now, you know, if you're a jumper trainer came in here, they're gonna have to change the dirt.
Okay.
A reining trainer is gonna have to do the dirt. So you have to know different things for different items.
Sure.
Now somebody might come in and say, I don't want horses, I just want a estate, which this would be a fantastic place.
Sure. You don't have to keep the horses.
You do not have to keep the horses.
You don't. You could tear it all out if you wanted to and build you a beautiful custom home on 5 acres.
Correct.
That is allowed. It's just they're not going to break up the acreage. Well, thanks for bringing us out. Where are we going to be heading next?
So next we're going to head up the road. We're going to stay in Scottsdale, but we're going over to Via Donna, which is around Dynamite and Scottsdale Road for a 2.5 acre horse property, which is incredible.
Awesome. Well, I'm looking forward to it. We're going to head over there. Folks, stay tuned with us. We're going to have a quick commercial break. We'll be back, and we'll be up at another beautiful horse property.
Perfect.
All right.
Finding the perfect home starts with RE/MAX.com. Featuring 5 million bedrooms, 4 million bathrooms, plus every detail ever. Find the listings you love and the agents who can get them at RE/MAX.com. That's the sign of a RE/MAX agent.
Coming up next, we're going to be over at another beautiful equine property at 7788 East Via Donna Road in Scottsdale. We'll be back in just a minute.
To sell this tiny home, our tiny agents are getting ready. Step 1, cleaning. Step 2, listing. Step 3, staging. Step 4, marketing.
Home for sale, tiny home for sale. Home for sale, tiny home for sale.
Step 5, negotiating.
Buyers.
And never forget, A, B, C. Always be cute. Yep, our tiny agents are home selling machines. Buy our tiny home, and we'll donate the proceeds to Children's Miracle Network hospitals.
Hey, Court.
Well, I tell you what, it's hot as firecrackers out there.
It is warm one today.
But you got good AC going in here.
It is. It is.
Right. Well, we're over here at Via Donna. Tell us a little bit about it.
Just a little bit east of Scottsdale Road off of Dynamite.
Okay, so we're a little further north than where we were at.
Correct, a little further north, 7788 East Via Donna.
Okay.
Got a 4-bedroom, 3-bath house with an office inside the garage, which is awesome. 3-car garage. Great horse setup.
Yeah, this is a little smaller than the last place.
This is a little smaller, so this is not going to be for your big training facility. This is going to be great for somebody who has maybe 4 or 5 horses.
Personal.
Exactly. But one thing we do have, Court, right out the back, miles of riding trails right into the mountains.
Right here in Scottsdale.
Right in Scottsdale.
Doesn't that blow your mind sometimes?
Fantastic.
Cool. Well, let's, I mean, you got a big wow factor when you walk in here. Very open floor plan, beautiful travertine, real nice place. Kind of give us the lay of the land.
Well, the owner's a builder, and he did everything himself. Top-notch builder, top-notch quality material was put into this house.
You know, they always seem to do the best jobs on their own houses.
They do a great job on their houses, don't they? So this house is one of these that's comfortable. You don't have to worry about knocking something over. You come in, kick back. That's the way they like it. You do have a split floor plan. You have the master in the office, one end of the house, a couple bedrooms on the other side. You walk into an incredible pool with a big block wall that blocks off the horse facility.
Gotcha. And the kitchen and the family rooms this way, correct?
Let's go this way. I'll show you the kitchen and the living room.
Let's take a look. All right, well, gorgeous chef's kitchen. I mean, they got, they're not lacking anything in here.
No, this is a perfect house for entertaining. And they've done a lot of entertaining in their time. And as you can see, it feeds right off into the living room. So you can kick back here, watch the game while you're cooking some food.
I like it. And how big is this home?
House is just around 3,400 square feet.
And how many beds?
4 bedroom, 3 bath, plus we have the office in the garage, which is air conditioned.
Got it.
And then, of course, out in the barn, you have a livable apartment.
Oh, okay. In the barn.
Inside the barn.
So like caretaker facility.
Exactly.
I like it. I like that. Beautiful. Well, why don't we head over to the master, show me around.
Absolutely.
I'd love to see the bedrooms.
So down here on the west side of the house is the master bedroom. You can see the custom tile floors.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful, large room.
Big walk-in closet, plenty of room just to lounge around and hang out on one of those lazy days, which we have very few of.
You know what I love is I love when they put a fireplace in the master bedroom. It creates such a nice ambiance.
Absolutely. And I'll tell you what, during the wintertime, kicking that on and turning your heat off is perfect.
You can't beat it, right? So you got beautiful master bath right off the master here. Are all the rooms en suite or do they share bathrooms? Tell us a little bit about that.
All the rooms have their, well, one does not, but the other bedroom has its own bathroom. The den office does not have its own bathroom,
sure.
But you have 3 big baths in this house, which is more than enough room.
More than enough. Beautiful, beautiful. And so you say we're on the west side of the home, so it really truly is a split floor plan then. So are the other 3 bedrooms on the other end?
Well, the office is right next to the master here,
okay.
Which can be a bedroom because it does have a closet.
Got it.
And the other 2 bedrooms at the other end of the house.
Gotcha. So that den could really be functioning then as an office.
Correct.
Got it. And I noticed too, as we walk through, you've got a real great separation and have a true formal living dining area.
You have that, and you also have the wider hallways.
Okay.
Which helps out.
Hey, yeah, that's really important to mention. So it is ADA compliant and accessible.
Correct. You've got a big laundry room, which leads out to the garage where there is an air-conditioned office. And I keep mentioning the office because it's spectacular. You can be on property, get out of the house, and have your own peace and quiet.
Yeah, because there's only one entrance, correct?
That's correct.
Yeah, I love it. Now, what conveys here? I know sometimes with these type of properties, being a horse property, does any of the tack, any of that stuff come with it, or is it separate bill of sale?
No, a separate bill of sale. Okay. If you're interested in the furniture and stuff, that would be up to the buyer and the owner. But you get the house, you get a great barn, you get great turnouts.
Okay.
And the whole property's fenced with an electronic fence in the front, so it automatically opens and closes when you come and go.
Oh yeah, I noticed that the gate was really nice. Now, one thing that I didn't ask earlier when we were back over at Mariposa, with the size of the lots and where we're at up here, we are on city power and water, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so I definitely wanted to mention that with the water. So you're just on your normal city.
Your normal city.
Okay, so no wells, nothing
nothing like that.
Okay.
The only thing you have to deal with is NAOS. And this property already has its portion divided for the NAOS. And you can change that according to the regulations.
Okay, why don't you explain that a little bit more in case one of our viewers isn't familiar with it?
So 1/3 of the property has to stay in natural vegetation.
Okay.
This property is already set up like that and happens to be in the southwest corner or southeast corner of the property.
Okay.
If you want to add maybe some arenas, you would just have to, with approval from the city of course, take that portion of the NAOS and move it to another part of the property and keep it in a natural state.
Got it. Now, let's just go a little bit deeper on that. I think that's one of the things that truly makes Scottsdale a unique place is that they're very, very conscious of preserving the Sonoran Desert. I don't think it's overbearing and overregulated. They're just wanting to keep some of the pristine desert up here.
Absolutely. And now keep in mind, we do not have an HOA here.
Correct.
There is no HOA, but you do have the city, and the city does want to try to maintain as much of the Sonoran Desert as possible.
Sure. No, it makes perfect sense. Now, the property that we were at over on Mariposa, I didn't ask you over there, but I know in conversation you had shared with us that it's currently listed for about 1.6, correct?
Correct, 1.695.
And how about this home here?
This one here, we just lowered the price to $968.
$968. So 2.5 acres, 3,400 square feet, barn facility, custom home, under $1 million, North Scottsdale.
Correct, with an apartment for your help, turnouts, heated water, everything.
It seems to me like they're pretty motivated.
And we have a motivated seller.
Yeah. Cool. Now, we've saved the best for last. I'd love to see the backyard. You kind of said it was an oasis resort style setup, so I'd love to see it.
Absolutely.
Oh man, Jason, you weren't kidding, bud. This is gorgeous. Got you a barbecue. How much of it? Well, you probably got close to 1,000 square feet of covered space out here.
You do. And in fact, you can hang out in the backyard and look right over the wall and watch your horses.
I like that.
For those of you that love the horses.
Yeah.
You also have a solar heated pool here.
So how's that work?
Cheap bills.
Is that just like a cover or something that goes over it?
No, it's all set up in the system, and the owner would run through that with you.
All right. So is there solar on the house too?
Not on the house.
Just on the pool. Well, that's pretty slick. That you know, and in the winter too. I tried to heat my pool one time. $260 later, and it still wasn't warm. I said, forget it. I'll stick with cold water. That's good stuff.
And this is an easy maintenance backyard too.
Yeah, I noticed that. Everything here is pretty, well, like you said, it's set to the natural Sonoran Desert landscape, so don't have a lot of mowing to do.
No, very little, very little.
Well, thank goodness, right? It's one more thing we need. So, okay, so this one's at $968, great value. We're going to be heading over to our last property for today's show. Where's that at?
The next property we're going to is off of 60th Street in Dynamite.
Okay, so pretty close.
Pretty close, and this is a prime equine facility. For those of you that are looking for a place that you need a training facility, this is the ultimate place.
This is the ultimate place. Cool. Well, let's head over there. Folks, stay tuned. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we will meet you over there at 60th and Dynamite.
Hi, my name is Teddy, and I've got the power.
He's probably the most resilient child and adult that I've ever met.
I'm just prep.
Ted's a character. He's out there. He loves talking to people. He loves telling his story.
He keeps us all very positive, in spite of the fact that, you know, he's had several setbacks over the last 10 years. Teddy had hydrocephalus right after he was born. He was born 20 weeks, so he was born premature. And he had a brain bleed, which caused the hydrocephalus. We've been treated at Cone Children's Medical Center for the last 10 years. Teddy's had 35 surgeries. 30 of them have been actual brain surgeries. He's also had 2 skull expansions.
This is all true. All true. My name's Teddy. I'm from Rockville Center. I'm hilarious, and I'm 7 years old. And if you want to see me in person, just go to Road.
Oh, no, wait, don't give your address.
I'm kidding. It's kind of my thing.
He just wants to be a normal kid. He wants to go to school. He wants to play gym.
My knees are sweating.
He wants to play sports. He wants to do all the things that the other children are doing.
And I'm Teddy from Long Island. When I was just a baby, my parents found out that I had hydrocephalus.
He loves being around people. He's a kid that loves having fun. He really does. He's something else. I love him to death.
Please tell me you weren't rolling that time.
I was rolling. Not at all.
Hi, buddy.
Hey, what's happening?
Where are we at?
Okay, 60th Street and Dynamite area.
Okay.
This is an income-producing equine property.
The real deal.
This is the real deal here.
Okay.
All right, 5
Save the
acres.
best for last. Don't let me down.
Great place. So, as a person who has a desire to have a full breeding or working ranch facility, this is it. 22 stall barns, arenas, breeding material in the back.
Is this the house here we're looking at?
No. This is your office because you're going to need a full staff to run this place.
Let's check it out real quick. So this is, what is this? I see a ramp.
So you can get all your loading stuff in here, maybe trophies and all that fun stuff, feed, whatever you need, or documents, videos, anything you need.
And so this is an office building.
This is an office building. We'll have to go around the side here.
Okay.
So as a breeding ranch, you don't necessarily want all your people inside your own personal house.
Of course.
So this is a great place to just come here. All your clients will come out here. They can finish the contracts on the horses, whether they're purchasing them, breeding them, whatever they're doing. Plus, as you'll see over here, there's an outdoor showcase arena. So on the weekends, if you want to have a showcase, this is a perfect place. It's covered, so you're not getting washed out by the rain. You can sell food, drinks, showcase your horses. Make some big money right here.
Right
in
here.
Cave Creek, Scottsdale area.
So you're telling me on the weekends you come up here, you have your horses going around, you kick your boots up there, kind of watch them run, kind of like we did back home.
Absolutely.
I like that.
Then you have your main show barn here.
Okay.
It's got a nice breeze, big breezeway and stuff, and it's really nice. Plus you got your outdoor arena for your reiners, park horses,
Sure,
jumpers.
I see they got a nice setting area there.
You can also do auctions here. That's what the big auctioneer stand is.
Okay.
Training facility, so the kids are taking lessons. We're located in Scottsdale, border Cave Creek, Scottsdale. The kids come here to take lessons.
Interesting. Currently. Yeah, I got you.
Plus there's a mobile manufactured home on the side here, so your help can stay there.
Okay.
You've got a breeding barn for those to keep the mares away from the stallions. This place is perfectly divided.
And then this is the main house here, correct?
And this is the main house with a guest house.
Okay, tell us a little bit about it.
A 4-bedroom, 3-bath, 3,100 square feet.
Okay.
Got a nice private pool in the back, nice little side yard, connected to a 3-car workshop, air-conditioned garage.
Okay, so how many acres are we standing on here, Jason?
We are just a tad under 5 acres.
Okay, so another big property.
Another big property. Also in the back, which we'll head back there in a minute, we have turnout arenas. All green, pastured, it's perfect. Plus we have foaling stalls, so when your horses are getting ready to foal, you can be inside your house and watch right outside your horses having a baby.
Cool, I want to check it out. Let's see it. So is this property for sale with the business attached to it, or is it separate? Horses, everything separate?
Horses, everything separate.
Okay.
So most people that are looking at something like this are probably already established.
Sure.
And they're looking to locate here. Obviously, people moving from California and stuff love this kind of stuff because it has everything you need. It's turnkey and ready to go. But no, they are not selling their business with it.
Got it. So you move in, bring your horses, and you're ready to roll.
Correct. Now this is in the back part of the property. Where are you going to find nice big green pastures in Scottsdale? So you have 3
How is this
corrals.
watered?
It's with a sprinkler system.
Just a sprinkler system. I'll be darned.
And then inside the fence here are the foaling stalls. So your horses that are getting ready to have a baby.
Right back
here. The stalls are huge. You can put them in there. And then from the house or the little guest quarter here, which is another guest quarter or office, you can watch them have a baby.
Gotcha.
Now, one of the things we talked about earlier, this place has enough room and it's been set up so you can pull your big trucks, rigs, horse trailers in, get in and out without any sort of issue.
Yeah, I noticed that when we came in. The facilities are just really, really well laid out here. I mean, it's absolutely incredible. What does this cost alone in fencing?
Oh, there's thousands of dollars just in fencing alone. Tens of thousands. You cannot reproduce this ranch for what we have it listed at.
And, well, I mean, jump in. Jump in. Tell us what it is.
So right now we're currently at 2.2 million.
Okay.
And that gets you this beautiful place ready to go. So you bring your horses, turn them loose, and you can start making money on day one.
Day one. You know, we have a lot of fun doing this, but in all seriousness, you know, I think when you're, to me, when we've been touring these homes and these facilities, it's kind of a throwback to me to Kansas. You know, you don't want to go buy a farm and ranch by the guy that's selling houses in town. He knows nothing about them. This is a very specialized niche that you have.
No, correct. You have to know something about equine. You have to know the difference between a mare motel and a barn.
Sure.
Just some basic information on the horses. So it is important that whether you're buying or selling, get some input from a realtor that knows equine.
And I mention that because I see a lot of agents that, pick up a listing, kind of the friend of a friend of a friend deal, that really don't know what they're doing with this. I mean, because this is an income property. That's a whole different game in calculating value and use and price per square foot. You need to know all that stuff.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. This place is big enough where it can more than pay for itself very easily.
Sure.
With somebody who knows how to do an equine property. This would also, Court, be a great nonprofit. There's a lot of nonprofits with the horses,
Sure.
Horses Help, that type of stuff.
Great idea.
This is a fantastic property located close enough to Scottsdale, close enough to Cave Creek, where you're right here, where you're in town, but yet you're out of town.
One of the other things I want to plug for you just real quick, I know you have a side company, well, not a side company, it's a thriving business called InstantRenters.com. One of the things that attracted me to you 15 years ago is the fact that you're a worker. You're not afraid of hard work. And what I mean by that, you give the same service to somebody that's looking to rent a home as much as you do somebody looking to spend $2.2 million on an equine property. And I think that's really cool, and it's just who you are.
No, hey, you know what? Some people just are not ready to buy.
Yeah.
They want to come here and rent. Now, these properties are not for rent today.
Sure.
But there are properties similar to this for rent. And if you're moving here and you're not sure where you want to live, let's rent you a house for 6 months or a year.
Yeah.
Court's team, my team, will stay on top of you for a year, and we'll get you a great place in a year.
Yeah.
But it's the rental market's a totally different beast.
Yeah, it is. It is. We got shortage of inventory, but again, I just want to emphasize the fact that I think that's a testament to you, your family, what's made you the successes that you are, the pillars of the community that you are, is that you're hardworking, good folks, and you take care of the people that you're serving, whether they're spending $2.2 million or $2,000 a month.
That's correct.
Pretty cool. Let's grab a phone number from you, bud.
All right. You can reach out to myself or my sister. My direct number is 480-276-2954.
Okay.
Or you can call my sister. I'm better looking. 602-312-5610. You can get
stuff.
either one of us. We'll love to help you guys out.
Perfect. And how about a website where folks can go check out these beautiful homes, maybe a little bit slower pace?
Absolutely.
Instant Renter?
AZREconnection.com.
AZREconnection.com. That's pretty simple.
And you can always go to the RE/MAX Platinum Living site, and we're on there.
Perfect.
As well.
Perfect. Great outfit, Jason. It's been a pleasure as always. We're going to have you back on here in a couple weeks, so look forward to that. Folks, hopefully you've enjoyed a little bit of the Wild West out here. My name's Court Crowfoot. We've enjoyed having you. Come back next Saturday, same time, same place. We'll see you then, and as always, please go make today count.